Clinical mental health counseling is a super diverse field. There are a lot of trainings and continuing education that's available if you want to specialize in working with a specific population or a specific diagnosis. So if you're thinking about becoming a counselor, or if you're in grad school right now and you're looking for some ideas for how you could potentially niche down, you've come to the right place. Here's some common specializations within clinical mental health counseling. First is trauma counseling. This involves working with people who've experienced various forms of trauma like physical abuse, sexual abuse, a natural disaster, experiences in the military, and many more. Trauma counselors help people process their experiences in a therapeutic context so that any cyclical thoughts that they have are not as destructive. It also involves teaching people coping skills. EMDR and narrative therapy are both popular ways to treat this. Substance abuse counseling. So at many schools, there's actually a separate program for this, but clinical mental health counselors can work with substance abuse as well. This involves working with people who struggle with addiction to drugs or alcohol. There's a lot of circumstantial and life factors involved that get in the way of sobriety and recovery, like family issues, job issues, things like that. If you're interested in this population, you should look into motivational interviewing skills. Child and adolescent counseling. Children and teenagers experience a broad range of emotional, behavioral, and developmental issues. Counselors need to be prepared to address anxiety, depression, ADHD, academic issues, anger issues, bullying, family conflict, and parent-child relationships. There are certifications available in art therapy and play therapy that can help counselors who want to get into this specialization. Marriage and family counseling. These counselors work with couples and families to address relationship dynamic issues and communication problems. They need to understand where everyone's coming from to address interpersonal issues effectively. They also are trained in helping a family reenact a conflict right there in therapy. The Gottman method is super popular with this specialization. Grief counseling. This involves working with individuals who have lost a loved one, whether that's through death or divorce or some other type of situation. They provide support and coping strategies as individuals walk through the steps of grief. Acceptance and commitment therapy is a great modality for dealing with grief, and this population also finds support groups very helpful. Military counseling. This involves working with service members, veterans, and their families to overcome issues like PTSD, substance abuse, or anger management, among many, many more challenges that are associated with military life. Deployment or transitioning into civilian life can be really rough on families. Cognitive processing therapy or prolonged exposure therapy could be really good for this population. Geriatric counseling. This involves working with older adults to address the psychological, emotional, social, and mental challenges associated with aging. Individuals may be struggling with grief, life transitions, chronic illness, cognitive decline, or feelings of loss. Reminiscence therapy or existential therapy in a group setting could be really beneficial for this population. Sexual and gender identity counseling. This involves working with individuals who are exploring their gender identity or sexual orientation, or they may have trauma or family issues related to this journey. Counselors provide support, affirmation, or resources as the client figures this out themselves. Techniques from feminist therapy or multicultural therapy can be very helpful. Counseling for eating disorders. These types of clients can struggle with their relationship with food or with body image issues. They may have disordered eating patterns such as anorexia, bulimia, or binge eating. Counselors can help clients develop better attitudes and behaviors around their relationship with food. Cognitive behavioral therapy and dialectical behavior therapy are both effective in working with this population. Career counseling. Career counselors can work with adolescents or young adults to help them find a career path that best suits their talents and abilities. This can be done by learning about their personality, skills, and values. Familiarizing yourself with trait and factor theory or the learning theory of career counseling would be a great place to start. So that concludes my list of specializations for clinical mental health counselors. One that I didn't really go into was forensic counseling, and then some people also specialize in a specific diagnosis like anxiety or depression. It really depends on what you're interested in and what you can get training and experience in. I personally chose this program because I feel like clinical mental health counseling is so broad. Don't feel like you have to find your passion or your niche right away. If you're currently a grad student, I would encourage you to use your papers and other assignments to force yourself to explore these topics that you're a little bit interested in. I hope you found this video helpful. And comment below if there's a specific subtopic or modality that I've referenced here that you'd like to hear more about. I don't always know what level of understanding my viewers are coming in at, especially since I came into counseling from a different career, so it's really hard to gauge what's common knowledge. If you'd like more content like this, please remember to like and subscribe. Thanks for coming to my channel.